Until you become who you're supposed to become, you'll stay broke. You'll never sell anything. You want to make $1 million under the next 365 days. That you're doing right now that needs to be cut out so we can start doing the productive things that we need to be doing that'll get you 10 times farther, 10 times faster. That you're doing right now that needs to be cut out so we can start doing the productive things that we need to be doing that'll get you 10 times farther, 10 times faster. You're going to get this thing in your heart called purpose. You want to make more money? You got to. At work when I'm at work thing, but I'm not doing that fitness thing. Oh yeah? You'll never have this confidence. You'll never have this self-belief. You'll never have that delusional mindset. You'll never have it. You'll never get those chemicals I got. You'll never be fired up. No one's ever going to want to be around you. You'll miss the biggest deals. You'll never love yourself. Go ahead. You want to miss all that? Go ahead. That's a superpower. All change starts with truth and honesty. I want to ask you, will your ego allow you to accept the truth? Think about it. If you went and asked your wife, babe, 1 to 10, go ask your boss, 1 to 10, where do you think I'm at? And they say, oh, I think you're an 8. Or, no, babe, you're a 9. Or some of you, you're like, oh, babe, you're a 10. Oh, so pretty much what you're saying is I'm maxed out. Because if out of 10, you're already a 10, is this a 10? But if I was to tell you you're a 1, you don't like that, do you? Do you want me to tell you what you like, or do you want me to tell you the truth? Here's the truth. And if you can take this, I want to see if you guys can believe in this and take this, or if this offends you. See, if I call him a 1, he's like, man, screw this guy. But if I tell him he's a 10, then he's maxed out. Well, if you're maxed out, you can't grow no more. That means this is the best God ever made you to be. I don't like that either. Okay, so let's look at it from these lenses. If you're a 1, your 1 compared to someone else's 10, right? You might be better than their 10, but it's still your 1. You get it? Your 10 isn't his 10, isn't his 10, isn't his 10. And what I realized is that 1 to 10, when I was 39 years old, if my wife would have asked me, Andy, 1 to 10, where do you think you're at? I'd say, I'm a 10, baby. And she said, no, dude, you're a 1. Your 1 is better than that man's 10. But when you get to your 10, we're taking over the whole world together. You're a 1. And I want to watch you get to your 2 and your 3 and your 4. And right now, I'm still at a 1. This guy, 1. When I get my 10, it's over. Every day I'm chasing that next level of me. Does that make sense? Do you guys understand there's so many more levels, yes or no? Yes. If I was to tell you guys you're a 1 with ego, you hate me. You're like, screw this guy, I'm out of here. I don't have to listen to this. Is your 1 better than someone else's 10? Sure. But what about your 10? Are we ever going to get your 10 or your 10? If we are, well, no, we can get there. We just got to get serious now. Because death is real. It's an uncontrollable. It can come faster than we ever imagined. And guess what? You know what I want with you guys? My goal with all of you, we're going to make more money than we know what to do with. But only if one thing happens. Number 1, when you sell something, you're the most believing son of a bitch on planet Earth. When you sell something, your certainty's so high, you don't even need to talk about the product and they'll buy it all because of you. You can make relationships with people that they've never made in their whole life with anyone else, including their wife or husband, because of the way that you showed up for them. I'm going to say this, because this is all about people. If you can change you, you can change anyone else. If you can unscrew yourself, you can unscrew everyone else around you. Am I right? Okay, so watch this. I want you to look. what are the holes in my game right now? What are the holes? What are my weaknesses? What are my problems? Okay, cool. What would you do if you were advising you? I want us to all write this down. If you hired yourself, who got hired? You. You just got hired to counsel and advise you. Listen, what would you tell yourself to do if you knew it wouldn't hurt anyone's feelings? You got to pull your, see, what I'm asking you to do is pull yourself back. Okay? When people are too close, you're close to him, right? So it's hard for you sometimes to tell him something you need to tell him because it will hurt his feelings. So you got to sugarcoat it. Okay? Pull the feelings out. Do you get it? No feelings. Okay. So you're going to write down what would you, for you to kill it and crush it and become the man you always wanted to be, kill it in business, kill it in every area of life, go back, go to war, destroy it. You're the advisor. You got to disconnect from you for a minute. What would you tell you to do if you knew no matter what you said it was the truth and you weren't going to hurt anyone's feelings? You got 1 minute. Write it down. That's what you need to do. Does that make sense? Hey, another way to think about it. You got a mentor? We need to get one. What would your mentor do? If you died today and your mentor took your place, what would your mentor do if he was in your situation? You know, I look up to a couple people. Sometimes when I'm struggling in my business, I'm like, what if I got fired today and they took over? What would they do? If there's a problem, I say, what would I do in this situation if I knew no one would get their feelings hurt? What decision would I make if I didn't take anybody's feelings into consideration? I just did what I know I needed to do. Because a lot of the times we need to do something, but we don't do it because it's going to hurt someone's feelings. Am I right? Okay, what would you do if you advised you? Now everybody's got to write it down. Okay, did you write yours down?
I did.
Are you okay to share it?
Absolutely.
Come on up. I'm just going to share 2 or 3. Is that okay? Hey, by the way, this is where the money's made. No lie. This is how I live. I love this. This is no joke. All right, share it.
Be more consistent.
So if you were counseling you would look at yourself in the face and you'd say, you're not consistent enough. You need to be more consistent, which means the things that you've committed to doing, you need to do it every day and not waver at all. I love it. That will change everything in his life. All right, did you write yours down? Good, give it up for him, guys. All right, here, stand up, come on. Tell them, hey, by the way, look, you know what? I don't judge anybody, okay? I love it whenever people want to change because they're just like, dude, I'm all in, let's go. Like, dude, listen, I've been waiting to change. How many of you guys been waiting to change? Good, when you got the shot, you take it. Go ahead.
I need to love myself, realize that people around me are not my friends, and you need to take control of your own destiny.
I love that. Watch this, I want to tell you something. He said people around me are not my friends. I came from a place of abandonment. I thought everybody was going to leave me. I thought everybody was going to betray me, so I never got close to anybody. Does that make sense? When I started to like me more, I started to attract people that were the people that I needed to find my whole life. Dude, when you guys become who you're supposed to become, your wife will become who she's supposed to become. Your kids will become who they're supposed to become. And the people that you want to be with in life will show up. Does that make sense? I got people that are like, Andy, I got to recruit some killers. I got to find some badasses. I'm like, but you're not a badass. That's kind of the problem. So I'm like, Andy, I want clients that are going to pay us all the money. Bro, you look in the mirror. Do you look like you deserve you should get all the money? What's the problem here? Guys, that's why the total transformation is what this is about. By the way, when you said, when you're going to start working on you, dude, the way that you're going to speak, the way that you're going to talk, your language, everything's going to 20x. All right? What'd you write down?
First one, I said, stop being
I love that. Give it up. Give it up. Man, that one makes me happy.
And the second one was follow through. That's one of my favorites.
Love it. Tim, have you ever read the book Relentless by Tim Grover? Okay, so Tim Grover was Kobe Bryant's coach, Michael Jordan's coach. Tim Grover poked Kobe Bryant every day in every practice. He's like, dude, you should have seen the way that the other basketball guy was shooting, man. He shoots that shot way better than you, bro. You shot 80 of those, dude, he would have made all 80. You only made 70, dude. You're a long ways away. What was he doing? He's pissing him off. Then they would have the ice baths. He had an academy called the Attack Academy. Now listen to me. Michael Jordan had an NBA coach, right? But he had a second coach also that was more dangerous than his NBA coach. And that was Tim Grover. And Tim Grover, they ran him longer in practice, and then when it was done, every time they were done, they had to go get in the ice bath. And if you were a person, this is how they weeded people out with entitlement. There was these NBA basketball players. Some of you have gotten older. You're a man now. You're not in high school. I don't need someone else telling me what to do. You're not my dad. That's entitlement. You're uncoachable. You don't want to grow. They use the ice bath to recover people, but secondly, to test people's mental toughness and see what they're capable of pushing through. So you're an NBA player. You just got done practicing all day, and then you're like, okay, I'm out of here. No, you're not out of here, bro. You're getting in the ice bath. Oh yeah, no, I'm not getting in the ice bath. If you don't get in the ice bath, you're out of here. Go back to the NBA. We're not coaching you no more. You can't tell me to get in the ice bath. You're out. The protocol, train your ass off. When you're done, you get in the ice bath. Kobe Bryant did it. Michael Jordan did it. Look who they became. Some people said, I don't want to get in the ice bath. What is your ice bath? I'm not doing that. Yeah, Andy, I'll do the be better to people thing. I'll do the go home, be better to my wife thing. I'll do the be at work when I'm at work thing. But I'm not doing that fitness thing. Oh yeah? You'll never have this confidence. You'll never have this self-belief. You'll never have that delusional mindset. You'll never have it. You'll never get those chemicals I got. You'll never be fired up. No one's ever going to want to be around you. You'll miss the biggest deals. You'll never love yourself. Go ahead. You want to miss all that? Go ahead. That's a superpower. You're literally sitting here and you got a superpower and you're trashing it. So I always learned, and I can give you data. Do you believe what I'm telling you about these things? Why are we not doing it? This is your adult sport. Let's be crystal clear. Business. Every one of you are out of high school. This is your adult sport now. Your adult sport is business. Your adult sport is your fitness. Because you became an adult, when you were younger, did you want to be attractive in shape? Yeah. So as you got older, should you want to be unattractive and out of shape? No. You should still want the same thing. It's a sport. Your life is a sport. This is a game. Are you winning or are you losing? Imagine playing a game and not wanting to be competitive. This is a game. You guys are all built for it. And I'm going to tell you this. Every day from now on, you're going to go into this game, you're going to give it all you got. And every day you're going to get better at the game. You're going to look up in 6 months, I swear on my life, your income will be double. Every one of you will be making twice the money. But the people's lives around you will be like, dude, I love seeing what you're doing, man. You're inspiring the hell out of me, man. I've seen how you've changed. It's so crazy. Then you're going to get this thing in your heart called purpose. You want to make more money? You got to have a bigger sense of purpose. You got to be, that's how you close deals. Dude, you look like you live for something. What do you live for? A paycheck? That's junk. You want a paycheck? Become the man. Become the man. I want you to kill off. If I was to say a prayer, I'd say, God, please kill off our weaknesses. Every weakness we have in us, kill it off. We've been around people that are letting us be comfortable. Your wife, your girlfriend, she probably finds comfort in you. Listen, my wife's going to find strength in me. You get the difference? You say, well, I want to comfort my family. I want my family to find strength in me. The last thing they need is comfort. The world gets plenty of comfort. I want to be the person sitting at my kitchen table, everything goes south in the world, and my family looks at me and they're like, we got a secure man right here at the table. We're good, he's going to lead us. We're good. I don't even question it. Are you the one sitting around like, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't know what we're going to do. I ain't going out that way. I'm going to fight for it. So we got to become honest. Listen. The person that can self-correct is forever wealthy. Who in here can change the fastest makes the most money? Who in here can change the quickest wins? Who in here can kill all entitlement off? Mediocrity. Can you get rid of it? You know you got it, right? Kill it. Can you kill it? I mean it. Can you feel it crawling up your skin and your back? Average. Can you feel it? Kill it. Kill it, bro. This ain't the best you. This is your one. You're one. You're going to your 10. This is your one. You're not a 5, you're not an 8, you're 1. Be proud of it. Be like, dude, I'm gonna go get to my 2, my 3, my 4. Now, it's his 1. You may say, dude, I make more money than anybody in my company. Okay, how much more room do you got to grow? Do you want people to believe that you have a shitload of room to grow because that's how badass you are? Or you're close to being maxed out? Which one? Shitload of room. Okay, so get excited about it. The only way to pull it out is honesty. My wife, I told her I wanted to start saving money when we were younger. You know what she did? She pulled the bank account out. I can pull your numbers right now. I can pull her numbers. I can pull your numbers. It'll tell me everything you're doing. Data doesn't lie. People lie. Forget your feelings. Pros focus on the data. Okay? Amateurs focus on their feelings. You know what my wife did? She pulled my bank statement, me and her, and I said I want to save money. She went through everything with me. She said, here's a pink highlighter. If I spent the money, we highlight it in pink. If you spend it, we highlight it in yellow. We went through the whole thing. You know what I realized? First thing, 7-Eleven, $178. Me. What in the hell did you spend $178 on at 7-Eleven? Man, you know, babe, I had to get the energy drinks for the team, right? Oh, okay. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Every one of them. You know where their money was going? Me. I was blowing it all. I spent it all. I had an excuse. I had the best excuses. And excuses only sound good to the people who are making them. My wife, when we were done, she goes, it's all bull. You have no accountability. Everyone in this room, listen to me. Do you want to make more money, yes or no?
Yes.
Want to get in better shape?
Yes.
Human excellence, all these things? There's only one way. More accountability. There's only one. There's only one. And some of you don't like accountability. Human beings hate pain, they hate suffering, they hate accountability. They hate the truth. Most of you would rather believe a lie and just live numb. You know what I want? You know what I've learned? Pain teaches. Do you guys agree? Is pain good for you? So good for you. Is it good for you to suffer? So good for you. Dude, what are you going to do with it? Here's how I learned. So guys, I have really good vibes. I'm a sales guy, so like I smile for a living. I have a great attitude. I'm always persuading, right? I'm always fired up. I'm gonna give you a secret. I operate 60 to 70% out of the dark side. I am constantly living in this. I want to tell you what it is. It's a reprove stage. This is where we'll end today. Are you guys glad to be alive, yes or no? Yes. Would you agree that there's probably a point and an instance in every one of your lives that you shouldn't be here? Yes. Can everybody think back to one point you should have died? Yes. Why are you here? Make it count. Listen, they invested a lot of money for you guys to come here. Training doesn't have to be long. We don't have to sit here for 4 days. You just got to have a vision of who do you want to be? Is this person you are now that person? No. That's the truth. You're capable of way more. Remember when, who has kids? Raise your hand. Remember when you had your kids and you took them home from the hospital? You said, babe, every night I'm going to pray with them. I'm going to tuck them in. I'm going to brush their teeth. I'm going to do all these things. And then 4 years later, you're not doing it no more. Stop proving. You didn't keep your word anymore. You got busy. What was once that blessing, got busy. Remember when, who's married? You're in a relationship. Yep. Remember when you met your girl? You're like, oh man, dude, like if you, listen, there's this saying, it says if you treat something like it's the beginning, there'll never be an end. If you treat something like you did the first day you found out about it, there would never be an end because the newness would never wear off. The problem with a lot of you is that the newness is worn off in your marriage, in your job, in your job that you have right now. Remember when you first got it? The day they hired you, you're like, yeah, you're coming on. They're like, oh my God, yes, I'm gonna kill it. Wait, I'm gonna be the best. Once I learn how this stuff works, I'm gonna be the best. Maybe that was you. I know you didn't hire on and go, oh yeah, at least I got a paycheck now. I'm gonna be average. No, that'd be horrible. You're like, I'm gonna be the best. Okay, who put the fire out? You did. I can't put your fire out. I can't. It's physically impossible. Oh, by the way, why do we work out and go to the gym in the morning? Because if you don't tell yourself who you are, the world's gonna tell you who the hell you are real fast. Okay? You say, I'm not a loser. Bullshit. Winners wake up early, put the work in, intentionally do hard shit, get mentally tough, and get ready to attack the day. So if you didn't do that, you can't get that. It's a rule. You can't get those chemicals I'm telling you about. You can't be proud of yourself, you know? And a lot of people hate other people that are doing the work that they're not doing. You see another guy in good shape, right? Screw that guy. No, dude, that guy's just doing the work you're not doing. That's it, man. You can do the same thing. You can have the same marriage. You can be the same parent. You can have a bigger paycheck than that dude. Don't get mad at him because he's putting in the work that you're not putting in. Listen, I always say this. Be careful what you ask for. If you say you want that life, you have to go through what that person went through too. Okay? And here's what we got to do. It's a very simple play when we get out of here. Number one, okay? I know you love your families. Let's go back to them, and when we're with them, let's be with them. We're going to go back to our jobs. Our jobs are not our jobs anymore. It's our life. By the way, just for everybody, there's no trophy balance trophy. It's work-life integration. Does that make sense? Okay? Take your families with you on this journey. Your job isn't to go home and then you're a new man. Your job is to go home and show your wife this new man, and then she's gonna wanna come with you. And you gotta tell her, babe, I want you to come with me. Hey, don't say I want you, say I need you. I need you to come with me. I need you. Oh yeah, but I don't wanna do that. Hey, I need you. Trust me, don't listen to that shit and they say, I don't need to do this. Listen, and if they say they don't need to, when they see how much you've changed, how much you've loved them, boom, they're gonna do it. How do we make more money in business? Lastly, how do we sell more? Simple, right here, reprove. This is it. What did they say to you? You weren't gonna make it? Okay? How shitty have you guys been to yourself in your head, the conversations you've been having with you? We're done. We'll never operate that way again. I want to tell you guys something. I'm living proof. You're not me and I'm not you, but I am you and you are me. We're the same. I've been in sales since I was 18 years old. I learned two very easy things. Sales and leadership will make you rich. The goal isn't to get rich and make a lot of money and become a shitbag. The goal is to live a rich life and get rich with our company. Does that make sense? How do you get rich? Human excellence. How do you have conversations with people that they've never had with anyone else? You become somebody different than anyone else they've ever seen. And this is the finishing part. You guys are all a testimony right now. You guys have a book. It's like this. And it's like if I was to look at his book, he started here and he's got writing. And this page is empty. Y'all see it? What's next? Like, no bullshit. What's next? Total recreation. How fast do you want it? You got to start today. Okay? So I'm going to finish with this last little thing. If you can change every day, you'll change 365 days in 1 year. You guys get it? Pretty simple math, right? If you can only change once a week, you'll change 52 times in a year. It'll take you 7 years to get to 365 times change like it did the guy in 1 year. So we got 3 people. One guy changes daily. He changes 365 times in a year. Guy 2 changes weekly. He changes 52 times in a year. It takes him 7 years to get to where this guy, number 1 guy, got in 1 year. 7 years. And he changed weekly versus daily. Then there's the last guy who changes monthly. That's 12 times in a year. It takes him 20 years to get to where this guy got in 7 and that guy got in 1. My question is, where will you guys be all in 1 year? How far can you be in just 30 days? Where can you guys be tomorrow? Do listen to me. Human beings are so resilient, they grow so fast. The secret to sales is certainty. The secret to sales is belief. The secret to sales is believing in yourself. You guys know your product, right? People will buy you over your product every day. Walking billboards, okay? Speak differently when you walk out of here. And by the way, I said the hardest thing to do would be to change in front of your peers, okay? So is that going to be your deal when you die and you go to heaven? God's going to be like, damn, bro, remember I got you in front of Andy Elliott and he painted that picture of who you're supposed to be? Remember that? I had him yell at you for 2 hours. That was who you're supposed to be, but then you went home and then your wife's like, what are you doing, babe? Come on. You don't have to do all that. Dude, she was in a down state, man. You were supposed to man up and lead the family. But instead, because she said that, you quit? Bro, are you kidding me? She said that because she thought it was going to hurt your feelings. She didn't know you were capable of being that guy. But you know, hey, here's the rule. No one knows what's inside of you but you. Am I right? Right? Does that make sense? Okay, so like if he tells me he's going to become something and I'm like, you're a liar, how the hell do I know what's in him? The problem is I put a boundary on him, and when he goes outside of that boundary, it pisses me off. Okay? Nobody knew what I was going to do but me. I went crazy. I started breaking all these records. I started killing it. Everything I wanted was right here. I just had to not let anyone else talk me out of it. And then eventually, you're going to get a lot of hate, and a lot of shit, and there'll be a few inspired. When you give everybody, the whole world, evidence that now you're this, then they'll be like, oh, I knew he was always going to do it. I knew it. He was always going to be amazing. He was always such a fighter. Bullshit. They didn't believe in you any step of the way. You got it? There's a saying that we have in our company, is that an individual can be beat, but a team can't be beat. Okay? You guys got me? And it means an individual, you guys can individually get out of here, and you guys can try to go do this on your own. And you're going to need to be held accountable for your own stuff, yes. But a team can't be beat. The power is in the team. Do you guys get it? Look, you guys are all broken. So am I. You guys are all a bunch of misfits. So am I. You guys are all capable of anything. So am I. Okay? If today you found value in this and you appreciate everything that you guys are doing, change. Whether you work in the company or you're, change. Go hard, recreate, become a better version. Show them that this investment was the greatest investment of their life. Not only financially, economically, but like for what they did for your families. Does that make sense? and you even, outside of your family, that you like you're getting better. And then they'll become addicted to doing more for you guys. Does that make sense? Okay, so I love you guys. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. Your last couple hours of time, like together, we got close. We shared a lot of shit. Dude, we're all gonna destroy it together, okay? All right, you guys feel good? Yes. All right, let's go. That this investment was the greatest investment of their life. Not only financially, economically, but like for what they did for your families. Does that make sense? And you even, outside of your family, that you like you're getting better. And then they'll become addicted to doing more for you guys. Does that make sense? Okay, so I love you guys. I'm grateful for you. I appreciate you. Your last couple hours of time, like together, we got close. We shared a lot of shit. Dude, we're all gonna destroy it together, okay? All right, you guys feel good? Yes. All right, let's go. If I could show you guys what your damn future would look like if you pull your head out of your ass, you would. If I could show you financially what freedom really looked like, if you would consciously pay attention tomorrow and tonight when I'm talking to you, and every day for the rest of your life to realize that the fact that you woke up, you're blessed and you need to be grateful. Okay, I read a book and I want you guys to go read it. It's a 1-minute read, so it's super simple. Some of you guys are like, oh, he's gonna give us a book. It's a book and it says, If I Only Knew. It's a book and it said, If I Only Knew. And it was wrote by a mother, and what happened? You know the book. It'll make me tear up just telling you guys about it. She thought she had forever with her kid. She thought she did. She was a book writer. Her son got on a bicycle to ride 2 blocks over to go to soccer practice. Never came home. Got killed by a car. Think about it. Everybody thinks they got all the time in the world. And I look into your eyes and I see you guys abusing time. I see you guys just going through the motions. You're here to train. I know what you want. You want a successful life, but you're not intentionally paying attention. You're not consciously listening to what I'm saying right now is you're gonna run out of time and you're gonna wish you had more and you screwed a lot of it off. That mom, she's never gonna see her boy again until she goes to heaven. And the book is If I Only Knew. Each page, it talks about if I only knew this. If I only knew this. You know, if you only knew that the last time, this was going to be the last time that, you would see your wife or your husband, what would it be like? If it was the last time, if it was the last kiss you were going to give the person you love, the very last one. If you only knew, if you really knew what was going to happen, what would that be like? I live a magical life. I really do. You know why? Because I choose to live it. There was a time where I had a victim mentality, right? There was a time that I didn't believe in myself. There was a time I was in a dark place and I made excuses. There was a time that I really didn't take care of myself and I didn't love myself like I should. There was a time that there was people that supported me, right? And I treated those people like shit. And then the people who didn't support me, I kissed their ass because I wanted to be accepted. All of those things happened because I was just letting time go by. You guys know what I'm talking about. I'm gonna tell you this, life is real and it's actually really cool. And one of the things that you guys can all have is every single thing that you want in your life and more. You can have it, I swear. But you gotta think about this, if I only knew, all right? And I'm gonna tell you guys this right now. If I could show you guys what your damn future would look like if you pull your head out of your you would. If I could show you financially what freedom really looked like, if you would consciously pay attention tomorrow and tonight when I'm talking to you, and every day for the rest of your life to realize that the fact that you woke up, you're blessed and you need to be grateful. I mean it. And if you can't be blessed and grateful in the morning right when you wake up, well, how the hell are you gonna go break every record in the world and crush everything that comes in your way? How's it gonna happen? I wanna tell you guys something real quick, right? Is that the truth? So many people know what to do but don't do what they know. Would you agree? I want you to think about it tonight. If you knew you only had a week left, a day left, what would it be like? If you knew you still had to go to work, right? How hard would you work? If you knew you had the opportunity just for X amount of time to leave your fingerprint, would you leave it? You guys have the ability to change millions of people's lives. I swear on my life. And I need you to do it. My goal is this. I was a guy that came from nothing. If you don't know my story, right? Go on YouTube and watch the podcast. It'll show you. I came from nothing, literally nothing. Got in the car business. Best thing in the world that ever happened. Guys, I don't care if you stay in the car business till you die. What I care about is you're going to be in sales till you die. Because if you like sales, you'll have freedom and you'll have plenty of money. And you guys need a lot of money in this life, right? But also you need to understand this. The better you are at sales, influencing, persuading, closing, and negotiating, the more that you can have the things that you want that most people can't have. What do you have to be in order to get that? You have to be a 1%er. 1%er. What do 1%ers do? What the 99% don't do? Let me explain that. We got 100 people in the room. That means you are the one out of the 100 in the room. I wish everybody could be a 1%er in the room. It's possible, but it is so hard. But only the hard stuff pays, right? Some of you guys, when stuff gets hard, you know what you do? You stop. I see some of you guys that should be so far by now, but you keep quitting because you don't respect time. Only for one reason, you don't respect time. I want everybody to start realizing that, look, from now until the end of the year, from now, this rest of the month we have in November, it's everything to us. It's our entire life. Stop taking the people who are supporting you for granted. Stay close to the people who want to see you win, okay? Stay close to them. And by the way, never not believe in yourself again. Never, never. It's a waste of time. What value do you get out of doubting yourself? What value? Somebody tell me. What value do you get out of having a bad mood? Zero. What value do you get out of having a conversation with something that doesn't do anything for your life? Zero. If you're doing something for their life, that's value. The idea of it is you got to go through and realize what it is that you're doing right now that needs to be cut out so we can start doing the productive things that we need to be doing that'll get you 10 times farther, 10 times faster. Do you guys believe in timing? I'm going to tell you this right now. Everybody in this world has opted out of winning. They've opted out. You know what that means? Are they in here training? No. You know what they've done? If they've opted out of winning, what did they do? They opted into losing. It's never been easier to be great. Guys, I've grown my company so fast because I have nobody to compete with. You guys have nobody to compete with. Who are you competing with? I mean, really, who are you competing with? That's it. I mean, people that are out there who are just showing up to work and that are working hard. I can beat that guy every day. Number one, it should be a common deal that you work hard. That's just what great people do. They work hard. They're 60 minutes in an hour. How you work 60 minutes in that hour is who you are. Some of you guys are working 12 hours a day where you can work 7 or 3 and get more than 12 hours that you're given now and start actually listening to the time you have and really giving the time. Success leaves clues. And if you only knew you're only going to get one more month, one more day, what would it be like? Would it be a little bit more extreme? Would you be a little bit more intensely focused? I would, and I am. We can all die out here today. Everybody'd agree, right? Does everybody have an expiration date on them? Yeah, and by the way, I don't want this to be a negative meeting. You know what I want it to be? I want it to be something where you guys really wake up. Yeah, like a 500-pound nurse can't come tell you to get in good shape. Or, hey, you better eat clean. You're like, what? Dude, if you walk across the showroom floor and you're in a service department and you look at me, you're buying something. It's not about who you are, it's about who you're becoming that matters. Who you're becoming, who you become, who you're becoming right now in this room as you're listening to me. You guys are in here, when you leave today, you should walk back out a completely different person than when you walked in. Who decides what you're worth? We do. Can I decide what you're worth? No. Let me ask you, what if I walk up to you and I go, dude, you suck, man. Your legs are skinny, you're not gonna make it, you got a tattoo, you're not professional, dude. You're not gonna do well. Does that matter? Dude, when you hear that, that's life. Do you understand? Everybody told me I was an idiot. By the way, I'm gonna ask you a question. When you go to bigger levels, will you look like an idiot? Yes or no? Yeah. Damn right. Listen, I'm gonna show you how easy it is to sell. You wanna make $1 million a year? You wanna make $1 million under the next 365 days? I'm gonna show you. Today we're gonna study on a lot of different things. Number one, I'm putting down this word, selling something. Now I'm gonna tell you this. These are the 3 things that will make you rich. Selling, number one, you're selling something. Number 2, you're looking for something to sell. Okay? I'm gonna show you how to get rich. Number 3, training to get better. I'm gonna tell you why these 3 things will make you rich. I want everybody paying attention right now. Listen, right here. Number 1, when you interact with a customer and I go to shake your hand, can you guys close 10 for 10, Alcatraz, no one escapes? Can you close 10 people if 10 of them come and shake your hand? Yes. Yes, every one of you in this room right now, write down delusional belief. Listen to me, see this? We're gonna skill stack today. Today, what we're gonna learn is that we are going to have a delusional belief. That means everybody can buy, came to buy, will buy as long as you do your job. Ready? Right here on the road to the sale. Everybody write down, ready? Step 1, you ready? Delusional belief. This should be the road to your sale. If somebody says it's meet and greet, they're a liar. You can't walk up and shake somebody's hand unless you've already made the decision what's gonna happen when that hand gets shaken. Dude, if you walk across the showroom floor and you're in a service department and you look at me, you're buying something. That's the way this goes. Like, that's how this game plays. You guys get it? Do you guys call your own shots? Yes or no? You know what I love? You know what I love about sales and closing? By the way, everybody says, I'm a closer. Let me explain how this works. So here's sales. Sales is everything that happens before the presentation. Does that make sense? Some of you guys need to understand this. Anybody that says they're a closer, closers come out the first 90% of the time. What are you doing? Outside showing the vehicle, making the customer fall in love with you, building rapport, a lot of it. Building trust, a lot of it. People say, well, I built rapport. Not enough, dumbass. Well, I built trust. Not enough. If you'd have built enough, they'd have done it. There wasn't enough. You got to do more. Amateurs say, I built trust, I built rapport. Pros say, I got to build enough trust. I got to build enough rapport. I got to make them like me a lot. I got to do this stuff. When do we do it? Right here. First 90% of the time, we're outside on the lot, making them fall in love with it. Does money exchange hands on the lot? No. So you do all this stuff really, really, really good. The best anyone's ever seen in their life. So the last 10% of the time, you can go inside and collect 100% of the money right there. Does that make sense? Nobody teaches that no more. Dude, delusional belief, number 1. Number 2, great attitude. Roads to the sale ought to be delusional belief, great attitude, and then 3, I'll go shake their hand. But dude, if you haven't made your mind up that you're gonna have the best attitude in the world, if you come and shake my hand and you don't have the best attitude I've ever seen in my life, number 1, I'm already judging you when you're walking up to me. You know what I've learned? And today we're going back to the basics. Should you know how to shake somebody's hand? How many people don't? I'll bet today, I'll grab someone who's been selling for 5 years, I'll say, come shake my hand. Guys, repetition's the mother of skill. That's number 3 here. You want to make $1 million in the next 365 days. I do not care your pay plan, your structure. I don't care about any of it. Save all that crap. You can make it. You got to be able to do 3 things. Number 1, you got to be able to sell someone when they're in front of you face to face. You have to be able to sell them. Selling is this, closing is that. Today, we're going to work on the first 90%, and then we're also going to work on the last 10%. Is that cool? I will show you how to close today and be very good at it and do it ethically. Dude, I can bump somebody $1,000 a month. It ain't no big deal. I'll do it ethically. I'll show you guys how to do it. It's called money justification. It's very easy. By the way, some of you in here, you don't have a lot of money. It's just the truth, and it's totally cool. But you need to learn how to talk about money. You need to explain money. You need to look like, everybody say image. Image. Should you have an image that looks like you understand money?
Absolutely.
Dude, if you walked into a bank to go invest $1 million and the person you walked in to invest your money with didn't look worthy of investing your money, you'd probably turn around and walk out, am I right? What if they were the smartest person in the world? Doesn't matter. You didn't even get a chance to get there. Everybody needs 3 coaches, I believe. Okay, I talk about fitness a lot. A lot of people don't like it. They're like, oh, I can't believe that. Dude, guys, like, when people see you, they're judging you. Do you think people want to look at you and be like, oh, this person's disciplined. They take care of themselves. They could probably take care of me. Yeah, like a 500-pound nurse can't come tell you to get in good shape. Or, hey, you better eat clean. You're like, what? Like, not fat shaming anybody. I'm trying to tell you, image is super important. Image. Number 2, speaking. You guys speak for a living. You're a professional public speaker. You are. Whether he speaks to 10,000 people or 1, he speaks for a living. The way he talks, his tonality, his language, his belief, his passion, his word tracks, his wordplay, it all matters. Okay? Also his sales skill. You gotta have speaking, image, and sales skill. All three of those. Okay? Now listen to me. This one right here says selling something. Alcatraz, no one escapes. Number 2, looking for something to sell. Okay? You know what this is called? Making the dials. You gotta call. You gotta send text messages. You gotta send videos. You gotta make calls. Listen, I had a non-negotiable when I sold. This is something that doesn't exist anymore. It still exists for me, and it probably exists for a couple of you. Okay? The most highest elite earners and pros have what are called non-negotiables. You know what non-negotiable means?
Something you want.
It's not gonna negotiate. Do you guys negotiate your values? Like if I don't steal, but someone goes, man, but it's $1 billion. I don't steal. It doesn't matter. I'm not gonna go steal because that's not what I do. Does that make sense? Yeah, but she's so hot, man. But you don't cheat. Doesn't matter. How bad do you want to be successful? Listen, some of you in here, you don't have your drive high enough. Has anybody ever thought you weren't going to make it? Have you ever thought you weren't going to make it? I'm here to tell you this universe will give you whatever the hell you want. It's not about who you are, it's about who you're becoming that matters. Who you're becoming, who you become, who you're becoming right now in this room as you're listening to me. You guys are in here, when you leave today, you should walk back out a completely different person than when you walked in. The phone, making the dials, this is something that salespeople don't do anymore. It's a foreign language, it's like speaking Chinese. So I'm gonna tell you a non-negotiable. When I sold it, and I was young, it was $100 a day or 1 car sold. What does that mean? I don't leave work unless I made $100 or I sold 1. Then I moved to $200 a day or 2 cars sold. You guys get it? Yeah. And then it was $300 a day. You say, well, who are you gonna call? How big's your database? We got more people to call than we know what to do with, am I right? We got more people to call than we know what to do with. By the way, you know who picks up the phone? One out of every 20. Does that make sense? So if you want to talk to 5 people, you got to call 100 people. That's the way it works. You may get lucky here and there, but that's the numbers. Okay? By the way, is this y'all's business? Are you guys employees or are you guys business owners? Business owners, that's right. Those are your cars, that's your store, that's your building, that's your lot, this is your place, okay? Guys, this is your business. I can't believe, how much did it cost you to start this business? You're telling me you can make $1 million a year, it's your business, and it didn't cost you nothing? Can I ask you a question? Does time and experience mean anything in sales? Or can you get up to speed like that if you train and learn? Just like that. I'm gonna tell you a secret. I honestly think if I had a veteran here for 10 years, no disrespect, I've been selling for 25 years, but I'm 8 up. You guys know I'm like a freak of nature when it comes to training. So should you be. And I'm gonna tell you why on number 3 here in a minute. But if I take a guy who's been selling 10 years here and I take a guy that's brand new, remember I told you if you treat something like it's a beginning, there'll never be an end, right? Who's married? Remember when you first met your girl? You would do anything to get her to go to dinner with you, man, to hang out, to have a good time. You were trying, man. You wanted it so bad. Then you got married, man. You don't go to dinner with her that same way anymore.
I sure do, actually.
No, but most people don't, am I right? That's the deal. These people the other day, they go, hey, we're going to marriage counseling. Why? I can fix your problem right now. Just treat each other like you did when you first met. You'll be good. That's why I love new salespeople. New salespeople have a new mind. They ain't seen anything. They didn't get tainted by these guys. They didn't get brainwashed by that. I can tell them, listen to me. All you got to do is believe in yourself. You'll never out-earn your own self-worth. Have a great attitude. Can you have a good attitude? You see these people that pull in, they could be anywhere in the world, but they're with us right now. They could have pulled into any store, but they came here. There's a reason, man. They wouldn't be here if they didn't want to buy. People don't go through the McDonald's drive-thru without going through the other side with some food. The lady at the cash window, she could screw it up. Like, this is on you, dude. Like, they're here, they want to buy, they can buy, they came to buy, they will buy as long as you do your job. Okay, when you don't have a customer in front of you, most salespeople sit on their ass like a fisherman waiting for something to bite. You guys got to become lions and hunt. Until you become who you're supposed to become, you'll stay broke. You'll never sell anything. And by the way, learn all the shit you want. Learn all the tricks. Learn all the closes. Learn all the word tracks. Until you become who you're supposed to be, it'll never happen. You are going to fix you. Do you guys get paid to solve other people's problems?
Yes.
Do you guys?
Absolutely.
Do you get paid to solve other people's problems? Can you solve your own problems? Don't be a fraud. Your goal in here is how to understand how to have an edge that no one else has in this world. And I'm gonna tell you guys how to have it. If you listen to me today, I promise you, I swear on my life, if you listen, and I will call you out if you don't listen. I'm gonna be super loving today. I'm gonna show you my heart, but I'm gonna tell you how to have an edge that will literally annihilate your competition, number one. Number two, will give you a life no one ever believed you could have, including yourself, okay? Because I have that. And then number three, I don't care what you're going through in life right now. Literally, you can just snap your fingers and you can change everything. Everything in your life. And I love that. I love that humans are resilient. I can take broke people and I can make them rich within months. Time and experience don't mean anything. It means nothing. Somebody's like, I've been doing this 10 years. Guy says he's 18, it's his first week. I don't give a shit. I'll teach someone who's 18 to smoke a 10-year hand. Very easy. And I'm not saying it because I want to. I'm saying it because it's who can self-develop the fastest. Who knows what they want? Who knows how to attack it viciously? Who's got the right systematic blueprint? Who's got the right perspective in life? Especially in this world where society is trying to taint your perspective all the time. I'm gonna tell you, you guys right now, the market is dying to reward those who are ready. It is. So if some of you right now are ready to go home and bring your family a person, man or woman, right? A level and a version of you that they've never imagined. Okay, you ready to break generational curses? Okay, like I did? Here we go. Okay, you ready to recreate? You know, every day you can reinvent yourself. It means if you don't like who you are, you just change. You don't have to explain it to anyone, you just decide to change. And this market right now is dying to reward those that change. Hey, I want to tell you guys something real quick. Everybody at the top of your paper, I know we're passing around stuff, everybody's got paper rattling. Here's what I want you to do. I want you to get laser focused. I'm gonna change your life. At the top of everybody's paper, write down reinvent yourself. I'm gonna tell you everything that we talk about today is gonna be about reinvent yourself. Okay, let's get you a real piece of paper. You're writing on a napkin. Can somebody help out this young man that was writing on a napkin? I promise you don't wanna miss this. Okay, everybody write this down. Reinvent yourself. Okay, super important. Number one, we're gonna go quick. And I wanna talk about, number one, I want to get to know you guys for a minute. Is that cool? Let's get to know each other. By the way, I am you, you are me. Okay, what does that mean? You guys sell cars?
Yes, sir.
Do you guys want to make money for decades or for a year or two?
Decades.
Decades. Most people won't. They don't know how to keep it together. Who in here's got a family? Raise your hand. Husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, kids, you got a family. You got some. Who in here's got somebody at home? Put your hand up high. Somebody at home that they do life with. Okay? All right, you see that? Okay, that right there, that's important, isn't it? Is that important, yes or no?
Yes.
Okay, so we have to keep that together. Are you the leader of that?
Yes.
Okay, good. Is that important?
Yes.
Try not taking care of that. You'll never make money. You'll always be broken. Okay, what about God? Who believes in God? Raise your hand. It's not about religion. It's about, okay, a lot of you raise your hand. How important is it that you keep your relationship with God? Is that important?
Yes.
Yeah, but most people don't. Most people don't. Who in here's got kids? Raise your hand. Okay, you guys that have kids, you want your children to choose you as their hero?
Yes.
Good chance they won't. There's 8 billion people they're competing with, including the cell phone. You're gonna have to become, starting now, someone else. Okay, so I want you to write this down. What does success mean to me? I wanna know if you guys can tell me what success means to you. If I say I wanna be successful, I can tell you exactly what that means to me, and I will here in a minute, but I want to know what it means to you. Whatever it means to you. By the way, this is not cheesy, bullshit, corny stuff. This is the reason why you would want to change. Okay? This is the reason why you'd want to give more. This is the reason why you'll walk out of here a different person today. Totally recreated. Totally reinvented. Never doing the same thing again. What does success mean to you? Most people don't know what they want. They really don't know. You guys work really hard, and most of you don't know what you want. And if you don't know what you want, no matter what blueprint I give you, you'll quit at some point because you really don't want anything. You think you want to be financially successful. What does that mean? What does that mean? Does that mean like you have a mortgage that you have 800 grand on and you want to pay off? Does that mean you want to buy a house and you need 100 grand to put a down payment? You know, does that mean you have car notes and you want to pay those off? Like I want to know what you want. I want to know what success means to you. And hey, listen, if some of you can't write it down, totally cool. First time somebody asked me, I was pretty embarrassed on the answer I gave. Okay? And I thank God someone helped me understand what I want. Okay? Because once I understood what I want, I became the most dangerous human being around me. I changed so fast. And by the way, I got pissed off because I couldn't believe I was wasting time. Okay? I told you you're going to change. All right, what does success mean to you? What does it mean to you?
Happiness, healthy relationships, passive income, financial stability.
Okay. All right, now let's be more specific. Is that cool? Let's go back to it again. Success, what does it mean to you? Be specific. Who's the leader? You guys are. You're the leader, right? So I want to know what you want, and I want to know when you want it by. Because success is something that, like, being happy, like I understand, we all want to be happy. What makes you happy? Are you? Yeah, but like, what makes you happy? Are you married?
No.
Boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay, kids?
No.
Okay, you got a boyfriend. Does he live with you?
No.
Okay, so when you live with somebody, like my wife, I'm gonna give you an example, okay? I'm married, I got a wife. I've been with her for 17 years. My deal, I want my wife to be proud of me. It's the only thing I want. I want to explain this to you. So as I'm talking to you about making money, I know how to make money. Please understand this. You want to make money? Pay attention to me. I'll show you how to make more money than you know what to do with. I'll show you how to make $2 million a year selling cars. Swear on my life. 20 years ago, I made 800 grand a year selling cars. I know how to make money selling cars. I'm going to show you guys how to do what no one else in the world has ever done. To me, I like my wife to be like, good job, babe. I love that. Who in here has got a wife? Raise your hand. Do you like it when your wife's like, hey, I see you, good job, babe. You come home, you bring home a check, you bring home this. Once she says, hey, good job, honey. I love that. I love that stuff. By the way, if you're a real person in this room and you're a real human being, you feel my soul, you feel my heart, this is real. A lot of you are cold. You're cold and you want to know why you can't sell something? Because people know you're not who you say you are. I'm not going to spend money with you if you're not a real son of a bitch. Does that make sense? I'm not going to close down. I'm not going to spend more money. I'm not going to take your advice. Until you become who you're supposed to become, you'll stay broke. You'll never sell anything. And by the way, learn all the shit you want. Learn all the tricks. Learn all the closes. Learn all the word tracks. Until you become who you're supposed to be, it'll never happen. And that's our goal in this room today, is for you guys to become so magnetic, so real. I don't want you to live a life as a fraud anymore. That's it. Listen, I've done it all wrong. My mom left when I was 2, right? 5 brothers and sisters, Jerry Springer show. Anybody remember Jerry Springer? Yeah, that was my life, okay? Now, some of you have had some really shitty lives. At 18, I got a job in sales. Guess what happened? I never had more than $5 in my hand at one point. I wanted to make money. I was embarrassed my whole life growing up because we never had money. I had 2 pairs of pants, 2 pairs of shirts, rotate them every day, got freaking laughed at. Couldn't go buy shit, everybody else got to buy shit. Parents rode hood rat cars. I was like, dude, I want some nice stuff. I want to change, but I didn't believe that it was possible for me. Well, guess what? I got in sales at 18, first day on the job. You remember a laydown? Everybody knows what a laydown is, right? I get a $1,700 commission my first day on the job. That day, y'all remember y'all's first big commission? Everybody remember it? That day, my blood started to flow differently through my body. I go, okay, wait a minute, this is my way out. So I'm a loser. No one ever took me under their wing. Okay, I've never seen a great life. Now all of a sudden, I'm 18 years old. I made $1,700 in one day. I say, all right, common sense has got to kick in. This is my way out. The automotive industry, the transportation space, is a level 10 earning opportunity. Does that make sense? Level 10. That means, dude, if you work for a level 2 job, it doesn't matter how good you are. You can't earn any more money. Level 10 skill, don't give a shit if it's a level 10 or a level 2 job. Everybody write this down. You'll never out-earn your own self-worth. This is the most important thing that I'll teach all day long. You'll never out-earn your own self-worth, and number two, you'll never out-earn your own self-image. I want to explain these two things. There's two different concepts here. Number one, you'll never out-earn your own self-worth, you'll never out-earn your own self-image. Does everybody agree that when you're getting ready for work in the morning, you're getting dressed, you get an opportunity to look at yourself in the mirror?
Yes.
And a lot of you guys, you're not very good to yourself. You don't like who you are. You're busy helping your family. You're busy, helping your kids. You're busy trying to help all your customers. You're busy trying to make money, right? Because you're grown up now, you're an adult. And who's gotten put last? You. You look like shit. Hey, maybe you don't. Maybe you're okay with whatever. I'm asking you a question. Are you playing your A game you've ever played in your life? Do you guys want to be the best at what you do? Do you want to have the best life? Do you want to be super happy?
Yes. Yes.
Rule number one, you got to put yourself first. So step one in us reinventing ourselves is we're going to put ourselves first. Listen, let me explain this to you. This is how this goes. You can't give people what you don't have. Leaders can't get their team to do what they can't do. And you can't give someone love if you don't have any. What do you do when a car runs out of gas? Give it away, sell it, or put gas back in it? How do you guys run when you feel good about who you are? Yeah, you run hard. You're unstoppable. How great at closing and selling and convincing people are you when you really believe in yourself? You're unstoppable. So I'm going to tell you guys, this is the system for reinventing yourself. Step one, you guys got to start putting yourself first. Everybody in this room, from this day forward, I don't care what you did yesterday. I want you to test me. Test me for 100 days. 100 days. Wake up, beat the sun up in the morning. Some of you don't wake up early. You got to. If you want to create a life that you don't have right now, you got to do things that you're not doing right now. Period. End of story. By the way, I don't give a shit what your body looks like, who you are, what you think about yourself. You are going to fix you. Do you guys get paid to solve other people's problems?
Yes. Yes.
Do you guys?
Absolutely.
Do you get paid to solve other people's problems? Can you solve your own problems? Don't be a fraud. You don't get to choose to solve other people's problems until you start taking care of yourself. And a lot of you in here, I'm going to tell you what you've done. Okay? You've stopped putting yourself first. You don't take care of yourself anymore. Your mindset's a sack of shit. You literally speak negative. You say you want to make more money, but you're not doing anything differently. And that's just delusional. You literally could change everything in your life right now, which I'm going to tell you how to do today, but you got to want to change. As I talk to you guys, and I tell you about what you can have, you can't have any of that, nor what anyone else tells you is available to you until you change. We're not going to ask God to change the market. We're not going to ask God to change the economy. We're going to ask Him to change us. And we're going to ask Him to break us of our freaking weakness. And that's the secret. I agree that when you're getting ready for work in the morning, you're getting dressed, you get an opportunity to look at yourself in the mirror.
Yes.
And a lot of you guys, you're not very good to yourself. You don't like who you are. You're busy helping your family. You're busy, helping your kids. You're busy trying to help all your customers. You're busy trying to make money, right? Because you're grown up now, you're an adult. And who's gotten put last? You. You look like shit. Hey, maybe you don't. Maybe you're okay with whatever. I'm asking you a question. Are you playing your A game you've ever played in your life? Do you guys want to be the best at what you do? Do you want to have the best life? Do you want to be super happy?
Yes. Yes.
Rule number one, you got to put yourself first. So step one in us reinventing ourselves is we're going to put ourselves first. Listen, let me explain this to you. This is how this goes. You can't give people what you don't have. Leaders can't get their team to do what they can't do. And you can't give someone love if you don't have any. What do you do when a car runs out of gas? Give it away, sell it, or put gas back in it? How do you guys run when you feel good about who you are? Yeah, you run hard. You're unstoppable. How great at closing and selling and convincing people are you when you really believe in yourself? You're unstoppable. So I'm going to tell you guys, this is the system for reinventing yourself. Step one, you guys got to start putting yourself first. Everybody in this room, from this day forward, I don't care what you did yesterday. I want you to test me. Test me for 100 days. 100 days. Wake up, beat the sun up in the morning. Some of you don't wake up early. You got to. If you want to create a life that you don't have right now, you got to do things that you're not doing right now. Period. End of story. By the way, I don't give a shit what your body looks like, who you are, what you think about yourself. You are going to fix you. Do you guys get paid to solve other people's problems?
Yes. Yes.
Do you guys? Do you get paid to solve other people's problems? Can you solve your own problems? Don't be a fraud. You don't get to choose to solve other people's problems until you start taking care of yourself. And a lot of you in here, I'm going to tell you what you've done. Okay? You've stopped putting yourself first. You don't take care of yourself anymore. Your mindset's a sack of shit. You literally speak negative. You say you want to make more money, but you're not doing anything differently. And that's just delusional. You literally could change everything in your life right now, which I'm going to tell you how to do today, but you got to want to change. As I talk to you guys, and I tell you about what you can have, you can't have any of that, nor what anyone else tells you is available to you until you change. We're not going to ask God to change the market. We're not going to ask God to change the economy. We're going to ask Him to change us. And we're going to ask Him to break us of our freaking weakness. And that's the secret.